Doc Favors here. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about wealth creation, mindset, leadership, and everything in the middle. And today we're going to have a conversation. It is not going to be a presentation. We're going to have a conversation, and I'm going to answer the question of exactly what is the Alpha Pass. Because I know many of you all are wondering, in the community, you all are sending me messages and asking me questions. This is not the Q&A. I'll do that Sunday, but today is Friday at the time of the recording. I wanted to get this to you so that you could, just watch it and over again and share it so you can really get a thorough understanding. Okay. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you're getting something from the content that we're putting up, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, guys, and please share this with as many people as you can. We'd like to get our videos to 1,000 views. That would really help me out. And of course, you all leave a comment down below because when you comment, we interact and helps build community. All right. So that being said, guys, let's dive right into this. So the Alpha Pass. What is the Alpha Pass? Now, upon first glance, you won't know this until you read the white paper, do some research, okay? But basically, Alpha Pass, you all, is the gateway to unlock the future. And when I say gateway, think about the Alpha Pass, which can be like a pass when you go to a library. You go, I remember being in school and we would get hall passes, and it would give us access to certain things. So when you talk about the Alpha Pass, which really kind of functions like a node, if you ask me, but an Alpha Pass is your exclusive key to access a couple of the things that we have within our ecosystem. So you're going to be able to access the Score ID, and you'll have access to the AI intelligentsia. And of course, it's the pass or the gateway that opens the door that gives you access to the whole Bellator ecosystem. That's Metaterra, Miracle Pay, everything we have with the nodes, the Project X, the CPU, all of those are booming, y'all. Okay. All right. And so I like to look at this like that. And so I'm going to break this down for you all and just share a little bit with you. And of course, we did update. We got some new slides I'm excited to share with you all as well. So let's just get into it. All right. So when you talk about understanding this past, I want to take you down a take you through a process. All right. And because this is what we talk about in terms of the new Bellator ecosystem and what that looks like. Have some new products, some new systems, some new services coming. But tonight or today, depending on when you're watching it, I'm going to go over two of these. I'm going to go over the intelligentsia, which is the AI that was acquired. And then I'm going to go, I don't know what is going on with my eyes, guys. Y'all just bear with me, man. I don't like nothing in my eyes. Okay, and then we're going to go further and break down the Alpha Pass, just a few things about that. So if we talk about AI, the AI explosion in terms of intelligentsia and the opportunity that we have. Uh, First, I want you to understand that AI is not the future, y'all. It is really now. And that's why I say we have the conversation because I'm not in present mode. If you all see, I'm just chill. But I want you all to catch this because many people don't know that it is a $1.2 trillion projection global value of this AI industry within this decade, you all. And it's already 2026. And so we can see that this is really blowing up. And I did a video and I touched on this, but I didn't make the comparisons of how it operates with the new Alpha Pass, okay? And so at any rate, when you talk about having 80% of businesses worldwide who are already actively adopting AI, including yours truly, then you understand why many are projecting it to become the number one driver. Because if it's expected to become that driver, it's going to be expected to have global productivity and obviously revenue of growth. So that's why we are interested and we got into the space. So when you look at this from an operational shift standpoint, you talk about going from a bottleneck to automated scaling. Now, what does that look like? Once again, y'all, we got these terms: digitalization, real world assets, democratization, stable coins. All of this is coming into play, and AI is AI driving, y'all. So let's look at this traditional model, the legacy model. You have traditional operations, you have customer support teams, you got sales teams, you got marketing teams, advertising, which all are different, mind you. And if you're talking about being a solopreneur, gosh, we used to have to learn all those, y'all. When I first started, man, we barely had all this stuff 15, 20 years ago. But now with this AI model, you can actually you can employ AI agents for your customer support, AI automation for the sales teams, and AI driven personalization where you can teach them what to do. And as a result, you all, the outcome for businesses, solopreneurs, small mom and pop to big, large scale, industrial size. All of these businesses are using the A or adopting the AI to win faster, scale faster, and operate on a cheaper place. And so we're not saying that AI is going to replace you, but in many cases, AI is if you get left behind, then it could. I'm just going to be frank with y'all. But if you learn how to use and learn how to incorporate it, then just like anything else, as I did a video with Jamie Dimon, he said, "Hey, a lot of things when they're new, it look like it's going to take it away from us, but it also enhances us." And so, yes, some changes will have to be made, but it will be a gift to you. Think about it. I remember when we had to go down to the check cash store to cash our checks. Now we got direct deposit. A lot of that is used by systems that's AI, y'all, whether you realize it or not. So here's the chasm, the adoption chasm, when you talk about traditional business. And here's what I believe a lot of people are dealing with that's causing, them to pump their brakes. I heard one of my mentors say this, and I thought this was a real smart way to articulate that. He said, when people are confused about certain things, they don't move. And I think this is why I'm doing this. Now, I know so that we can really educate. And obviously, that's what I do. But I want you to understand, especially those who are already in our community. I'm doing this for you guys so you can understand it. Those of you who you're new here, then thank you. But go scroll up, go over here to y'all know Fave. I'm gonna let y'all see it, this piece right here. You want to go here so you can see it. Not my favorites, but go to the YouTube. And as you see, I got videos for you where you can get caught up. Bellator Life, the overview. That was 3 days ago. We got team training. I got some on new product reveal. So it's a lot of things on here that you all can get caught up. But once again, understand if you're not paying attention, then you could get fall behind, and sometimes falling behind playing catch up is worse than than just not knowing. Okay. So anyway, we talk about this chasm. Traditionally, a lot of people don't know where to start when it comes to AI. And for that matter, when it comes to crypto, some of us just not getting into wallets and exchanges and what all this mean because we're so used to doing things in a traditional sense. And there's nothing wrong with that in many cases. But in this situation, you all, in this industry, you definitely want to get out in front of it. And so the next thing is some don't have the technical skills. Hey, listen to me, you all. It's only hard the first time. After that, it gets easier and easier, and then you build a muscle. And then you'll realize that it's not hard, really, it's just the language, wrapping your mind around what it means. And unfortunately, sometimes people are afraid of things that they don't know. But you all don't have to be that way. So we're making it plain. I'm kicking it plain to you. And then, of course, don't have access to the right tools. And so that's why many people can't see themselves using the AI to scale because if I don't know what type prompts to put inside these things, how to teach them, then I'm gonna be trying, but I'm not gonna get the results. So this is why we do this. This is why Doc Favors is here. This is why I talk about on my channel, mindset mastery, how you can wrap your mind around the stuff, what it takes, right? Then we talk about how you create wealth through investing and learning how to read these things. And we break that stuff down. And of course, leadership, many people think leadership is telling other people what to do. No, it's teaching you how to make decisions. Because when you see an opportunity like watch this, if you all could go back in time and we use this as an example, if you saw an opportunity to invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum when they was pennies and cents, would you have the leadership or the discipline to recognize it? Would you be able to have the leadership capacity to make the decision to pull the trigger? You see? So that's why we teach that as well. Okay. Now, and so yeah, y'all can go there and see that. Y'all know about that already because you're here, obviously. So when we talk about validated market penetration, all right, we got real products, real use cases, and real revenue potential that comes through the form of e-commerce. Just online business, y'all. E-commerce, online business. That's all. Internet, however you want to say it. Digital projects, things that people selling online. That's what it is. It's just online traffic. But this is going into Intelligentsia AI, which is a company that we acquired. So now we are in industries. We are in different automotives, hospitality, sales and marketing, customer service. And it's a whole other things that I didn't want to go into because I don't want to overwhelm you all. But you're going to have access to tools like this that, for example, what if you had access to one link and you could send that out to some of your family and friends? Say, hey, instead of me trying to explain it to you all, I know it's a good investment. I'm learning it. I got in it because I had an unction. I had that gut feeling, and I'm glad I did. But I want to invite you all to take a look at this presentation or this webinar. And then you send that link out, and after the presenter goes through whatever, then they offer the link form right there that's connected to you and your company, your business, and it does all that heavy lifting for you. All you got to do is share a link. That's the power of AI, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, that is so amazing, right? So that's what we mean when we say that. So now think about this too. It's so many things that's out here when it comes to the a la carte approach that's really spooking people, I believe. But here we got one source, one strategy, one result. This is why intelligentsia is a smarter way to scale and to use AI. So before, I ain't gonna call no name, but you got, this going on. You got to choose between that. You got higher costs. You're wasting time trying to figure out which AI software to use because it's always coming out with something new. Then you got scalability. How does it work? You got to, your security risk and all of that. So more and more vendors, more complexities, more cost, more risk. That's slower growth, y'all, because it slows you down. But over here on the flip side, look, we have fully integrated ecosystems. Everything works together seamlessly under one platform. That's unified data, powerful outcomes. And it's cost effective by design because when you enter into the whole thing we're talking about, you all, which is the Alpha Pass is the gateway to get to all this in a one-time piece. For one piece, one payment, one purchase, one power of positioning. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, you save time and scale fast because they got a team already that has it done for you. This is like you know, like a click, a set and click, and it's gonna be done. Trust me. All you gotta do is here you go. Share this link and it starts it up. All right, we're doing the heavy lifting. I'm doing the heavy lifting by helping some of y'all by doing these videos. Some of the other leaders are doing the same. And because we're in the blitz right now, this is why you see us. We're doing these presentations twice a day. So anyway, you all, that's the thing that I want you all to understand. One partner, one platform, total alignment, lower cost, lower risk, faster growth. And once again, you all know that I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't advise you on what to do. All I'm doing is sharing with you some things to make you go, and just kind of breaking this stuff down so you can get a real gist of what's going on. So the big picture here is you all is a global distribution ecosystem that is not just another company. It's designed to bring AI at the masses at scale to the masses at scale. And of course, it's designed to position you and help you learn exactly what to do when you come to this intersection of what we have. And so intelligentsia sits at the intersection of these four industries: AI, commerce, communication, and automation, which are all things that investors, business owners, employees, everybody is dealing with. Solopreneurs, all of us got to go have to deal with this. So we're part of an amazing company that has an opportunity for us to get ahead. Okay. So that's the first part. So we say, what is Alpha Pass? Alpha Pass is the gateway to help you get to AI software and AI and be able to get compensated from being a part of a company that's using AI and that's helping out. The next thing that we're going to take a small dive into, not a deep dive, but a small one, is that helps me paint the picture of what the Alpha Pass is our credit piece. So I want to welcome you to Future Credit, the first Web3 credit intelligence ecosystem. Now, this is amazing, y'all, because once again, just like AI, there's a $1 trillion blind spot, you all, where lenders face one critical question: can this person be trusted with credit? Just normal. But when you talk about multi-billion-dollar industries like Experian and Equifax and some of the others, they have to answer this question all the time because some of us are trying to get ahead in life, and you can't do it without having credit. But here's the thing: with traditional finance, it relies on rigid credit scores, but Web3 has wallets and assets and billions of transactions that can add value to your piece. But here's the problem. Until now, Web3 or blockchain technology, no, it had no universal credit identity. And so the cost to us, strong borrowers look invisible. Wealthy Web3 users appear average because millions are blocked from opportunity because they doing business in crypto. They're doing business in web and not the traditional way of finances, right? So you might look at a credit score, a person has no credit score because they never established credit. I used to be like that. I used to pay with everything in cash. And then once again, when I want to get some, when my life started upgrading and I started really wanting to delve into finances and do bigger things, even though I had the cash, they wouldn't give it to me because I didn't have a score. I said, man, I never knew credit was so important. You can't buy everything in cash, y'all. Because if you buy something, then they're gonna audit you. Then once again, it could be a headache. All right. So look, you all, for the first time in history, people like myself that used to be the unbanked, because I just didn't deal with it back in the day, y'all, but can now participate in the modern digital credit ecosystem powered by a hybridization of finance. That is the traditional way and the new way that's being bridged by what we have through the Alpha Pass. Okay. So when you're talking about credit or consumer credit product, now watch. Think about your iPhone. Think about when you go to Best Buy, you want that nice stereo system with that big screen. One of the things they offer, or that new Mac, they offer you consumer credit, which means you can get a credit card, put the computer on the credit card, walk out with the computer and make payments. Boy, even with your phone, many of us, you didn't pay for that iPhone flat out 13, 14, $1,800. You make a deal. They give you some advance. They give you a phone, add it to your next bill. That's consumer credit, you all. Now, if you don't have that, then you're not going to be able to get that particular phone. You have to get a lesser value phone. But if you got the good credit, then hey, there it is. So for the first time in history, you all, you're going to have access, which opens doors to those who were previously locked out. You're going to have opportunity, which is real participation in real digital credit ecosystem. Are y'all following? Then you're going to have freedom because these financial tools will help you build, grow, and create and make a generational impact. And then, of course, you're going to have a chance to be included in a global system that's built for everyone, everywhere, equally. That's amazing, y'all. So I'm going to introduce you all to this thing, the consumer credit product for the unbanked. That is what we have here when we're talking about the AI portion of this. Not the AI portion, the credit portion. And this is all connected to the score, okay? So here's the thing. When you go do some research on this gentleman right here, this is Mr. Paul Randall. And if you don't know him, I'm going to do a quick search for you guys right here. Y'all know favors. I'll try to make it easy for you. So let's look up Mr. Paul. Y'all know I did this already, right? Mr. Paul Randall. You have a couple of things that come up. But when you talk about Paul Randall in terms of credit scoring, got to give it just a little more. And then what happens is this. Ooh, Mediterra on Instagram. Paul Randall has a message for you. Okay, well, let's check it out. Okay. So you have his LinkedIn. You got Paul Randall, head of scoring and consulting and cooperative bank manager. You see right there, this piece right here. I'm gonna click this and see. Now, this is my first. This is happening in real time right here, guys. Wait a minute, is this the right guy? I'm going to be joining the Metaterra blockchain panel on October the 11th. What I'm going to bring is my lifetime experience of building ecosystems that really support the access to credit. And I'm going to be joined by some fantastic experts, and I hope you will join us then. If not, you can use the link below to access from anywhere in the world real time. Looking forward to seeing you then. Hello, my name is Paul Randall, and I'm going to be joining the Metaterra blockchain panel on. Well, there you have it. So he just a little mature, and this is a younger picture, but that's him. Okay. I'm like, wow, okay, but years to do that. But you see, and that was actually that came out, I think, like 6, 7 months ago. So they've been working behind the scene. So anyway, y'all, it has a little research about him. 35 years of mastery, decades of highly specialized experience as a mathematician and risk manager of global credit scoring. And this is who they brought in, you all, to help out with this vision. Do you all see how powerful that is? And I showed you that when you go on Instagram, you can see that right there. Okay. Guys, we are in a position. So now, what if everyday people could own a piece of this? So when I say we're in a position, you are really in a position to take advantage of this. Take advantage of what, Doc? Digital ownership, you all, because we have digital ownership models that create access to the ecosystems, participation, and infrastructure alignment. As Mr. Reynolds just said, hey, I hope you will join us because once again, guys, we got a lot that's happening. And soon and very soon, you're going to see what we've been talking about, what we've been raving about. But you got to go do some research, guys. I can only show you what I'm doing so you can see, but you want to go do your own due diligence. You want to go do your own research. Okay, so now how do we get involved in this? Let's get down to it. The piece about the whole score and credit business or portion, you get access to that through the score token. And if you all remember, several weeks ago, we launched a family plan introduction to the score token. Okay. And we are requiring this token, but when you position yourself inside this ecosystem through the score tokens, you then align with the future of global blended finance that's connected to the credit portion, the score credit ID. And so once that come on place and everything coming into the piece, guys, it's going to be amazing. So now, when we say the alpha, the alpha pass and the score token, you're going to get some bonuses because you're going to be a part of the score ID success by holding your score tokens for possible gains. So basically, when you talk about getting the alpha pass, I'll show you quickly. We got this piece you all call the Miracle Magic Infinity Plan. Well, what's the infinity plan? Well, that word magic simply stands for making a grand in commissions. I know it sounds funny, but it is what it is. So a compensation structure designed for infinite depth and massive scale. Of course, we still got direct commissions coming from the Miracle Pay, the Project X, the real world assets. Those are not going anywhere, y'all. But we're adding something to it. So remember, tonight is about answering the question: just what is the Alpha Pass, Doc? So when you talk about transparent, mathematically achievable rank advancements, then specifically engineered to reward true network leaders who build lasting infrastructures. So they have some that's for those who want to kind of get some of these nodes, set it and forget it. Then they got some for those of us who want to build, and I'm talking about it's phenomenal. I'm not making any income claims, not trying to coerce you all, nothing like that. I'm just telling you all, you got eyes to see, ears to hear. Get involved, do your own research, you all, and you will see why we raving about this. So let me show you. So the Alpha Pass, you all, is so amazing because of where it positions you. It is the gateway to have access to everything I just showed you, from the intelligentsia AI, from the score ID. You get able to be compensated and residual passive income from that. Here's how it happens. When you get this node, this Alpha Pass, really a node, just like the Project X and like the Miracle Pay. You're going to get $90 per month the first 12 months. You're going to get $120 the second 12 months, and on the third 12, which is year three, a minimum of $90. But it could, scale depending on the success of the company. Now, sometimes you all want, when you're looking at stuff like this, you got to pay attention to what's not being said. Notice how they're already looking out for the next 3 years. That ought to tell you something about stability and growth. We ain't talking about getting rich. Them numbers are maintainable. Those numbers are plausible. And they're set because we are regulated now, you know? So everything has to go through the Howey test. And you all look that up, Google it. I'm not going to go into the Howey test, but a lot of plays we used to get in, truth be told, a lot of things that you're in now, they might be getting shut down because they can't pass the Howey. People act like they can, but when you're talking about having to do things with the regulations, you got to do things the right way the first time. Sometimes you can't go back and fix it. You get penalized and they shut you down until you get it right. So I'm so happy and pleased that we got this. So now, here's what I need you to understand. When payments are made, they're made in score tokens. Now, if you remember the family plan back on the first website, because we got two now, our Bellator version 2 is out, which is amazing. So you understand that we had the score. You could still go on V1, the version 1, and go acquire some of these, but they're going to be at like 27 cents, 30 cents, or they're a little higher now, which is still phenomenal. Okay, still a good price. But I want you to understand here, you're going to get them with the Alpha Pass, you're going to get them same tokens for 20 cents. So that means we get paid in score token, which is a value of $90. So watch this. At 20 cents per score token, a $90 payment equals 450 score tokens. And the retail price and everything that we're going to be getting with is 23.50 for this pass, but it's on sale now for 2,100, which is amazing. But look at this. For an example now, hypothetical, at 450 score tokens times $1.50, that launch price will be 675. So you mean within 3 months, you've already recouped that the equivalent to that $2,100. It's just math. That's all. It's just math. You see? So with the Alpha Pass, it's going to give you the ability, if you're a builder. See, bottom line, if you're an investor, that's fine. You get it, you sit on it. Once you get your pass, you start getting your coins and your tokens. And within 90 days, you already got your, after they launch, you got your stuff, your initial investment back, and then you can just let it ride. If that's what you want to do, that's amazing. But if you want to really see what all the rave is about, well, here it is, man. Quickly, we got a piece that we're doing called the Power of Five, and we're going to be doing this challenge, you all. The Power of Five. Five people can change the trajectory of your financial situation if you work it. So the first two people, you're gonna get $200. You know, it's what it is. It's $400, and then ongoing thereafter, you're gonna get 1,000. So if I put five people in, you all, in a day, a week, a month, it's up to you. You will literally, for the first two, get $400, and the next three is 3,000. That's $3,400. You've already got your initial, and you in profit now. You all see that? I'm gonna just keep it plain right there, because the goal is not really to talk to you about the Alpha Pass in terms of the compensation. I'm gonna do a separate video for that. So to answer the question, what is the Alpha Pass? And I'm done, y'all. The Alpha Pass, you all, is the gateway to unlock the future because it gives you exclusive access to the Score ID revenue or company, the AI intelligence company, and of course the Bellator ecosystem. So that means you got a node that's connected, or should I say, a pass. When you get ready to go up to the gate and you show them your pass, you get in. So that's what it is, y'all. No more, no less. That's what the Alpha Pass is all about. Gives you secure access, it's protected, give you your data, your private data, powerful advancement tools that we're gonna have, community with other like-minded people, and gonna show you how to build strong. Okay. So when you think Alpha Pass, you cannot separate all of the things in the ecosystem. And remember, I just showed you all two. It's like four or five different things just in this play that's connected to a larger scheme of things with Metaterra, Miracle, and of course Bellator. So like put it like this: Bellator is the gateway or the marketing arm to get access to the Miracle Pay, the Project X, the real world access to all of that. So the same way Alpha Pass is the gateway that's going to give you access to the AI tools and technology that we're going to have access to, and also to the credit score ID that you're going to have access to and get residuals off that. So that's why I say it's an add-on, guys. So don't think about it as a replacement. No, no. The other packages will be migrated over to V2 as well. But specifically, you all the access, the Alpha Pass with the compensation play, with the ability to scale faster and increase faster and have sustainability. It just kind of makes sense for those who want to be. Even if you're just going to be an investor, getting them tokens at 20 cents, you all go live at $1.50. That just makes sense, you know. And so hopefully you guys got some clarity on this, on what the Alpha Pass is truly about, because that's all we really wanted to do. We wanted to just bring clarity to you. And as always, you guys, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And, if you got any questions, just leave them down in the comment section below. Some of you all are asking how to get involved. So here's what you do. How do you get access to this? You get back with the person who sent you this video. You get their link. You log in to your back office and purchase your pass. That's as easy. You can use credit cards, you can use crypto, however easy it is for you, conveniently for you to secure your pass. That's what you do. And of course, now, if I'm the one that's introducing you to it, which means you scrolling and you stop the scroll and you saw App Pass, you saw Doc Favors. What's that? Then look down below the description. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you all because sometimes you all be seeing it, and I know my people. Y'all be like, man, I don't know what it is, Fave. I can't find it. Okay. Say you on here and you click the video. Got a little my favorites up there, you know. And yeah, we don't need the sound, but I want you to scroll down the page, right? So you see here, and you start to read. You see where it says more? You click more, and then it opens up. And then you see, there it is. I got some extra things down there for you, some support, some extra video. I have my sign up link down there. Then actually got a free bonus for you too. You know what I'm saying? Just for the free. So that's what it is. You click the sign up link right there. Boom, bada bing, and there you have it. Okay. And that's what, so many of you are, when you're looking at these videos, you got to go down there and click more so that it opens up in the description under the video. That's what I wanted you all to see. Okay. You go down, click more, and it opens up. That's what you got to do, guys. All right. So with that being said, it's Doc Favors, man. I hope this has been a help to you all. Don't forget to follow us and like us every Monday night. We're going to be doing some changes with this, you all. I'm going to tell you all right now that I've been asked to incorporate some of the other trainings. So sometimes we will be doing some mindset trainings because, when you get in the industry like this, and you're talking about entrepreneurship, sometimes you don't know until someone who knows tell you. So I'm gonna be doing some of that training. Then we'll follow that up. It won't be too long, y'all. I'll probably drop a quick 5 minute piece either before or sometime. You know what? I may just do a presentation first on Monday night and then go into it. But we're going to be mixing that up just a little bit because people are asking for those type of trainings from us specifically, and I want to provide that. So we talk about mindset, how you get involved, how you wrap your mind. We get into affirmations, we get into transformational, exercises. Once again, you got to understand that I have a whole leadership institute, guys. This is just not a website just to be saying it. We got programs where we teach people through mentorship and things that I've been through of how to actually, go through a transformation. Because if you're here and you want to get here, then there's a process. Go through goal setting, goal achievement, mindset, awareness, all type of stuff you all that shows you how to become that person. Because see, many people say, I want to be healthy, rich, wealthy, and healthy, but they don't know how to become the person in terms of be, do, have. You got to become that person, then do what that person's going to do. Then you have the things that person that person want. So if you here and you want to become the new you up here, it's a transformation. It don't just you wake up one day and say I'm this. No, you got to put in the work. You got to put in that sweat equity, and that's what we mean when we say, hey, you got to do the work. So some of these times on them Monday nights, you all will either do it before or after, depending on how it go. And this is going that means it'll be those trainings help network marketers or help multi-level marketers or help small businesses leaders across the board. You know. So some people come and some of you all may be in the play we in with Bellator, but some of you all may not be. So I'm going to design those trainings, and we're going to do some things right there, and I'll make sure you all have access to that. So anyway, y'all, thank you all so much. This is Doc Favors here. If you got any questions, y'all know, leave it in the comment below. And that, my friends, is what the Alpha Pass is all about. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Share this broadcast and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. We'll see you next time.